Okay, so video 2 now, I'm doing these spiritual mind treatments. So I talked about the denials and just releasing things and using the denials as a kind of logic. That actually works really good. Now we're going to the step 3. So we release that thought of that it's not possible because it didn't work before. And now we jump into the affirmative stuff, okay? Declaring the positive. So now you can really flesh that out. And this is where most of the energy needs to be spent. Okay, in most cases. In some cases where something really intense happened and we're very stressed out, it may be in step 2 in some cases. But for the vast majority of everyday things, definitely it needs to be in step 3, because that's where we're declaring what we want, when we're putting that out there, So, in this case, step 3. So because I know that the divine presence supports me, I know that it absolutely is possible for me to succeed, because I know that there is infinite supply out there, and just because it didn't work out in the past, I know that I can make it work now, and I am successful. I am earning 25% more per year. I absolutely know that it's possible. I'm taking all the right actions. I'm consistently moving forward, and I absolutely know that it is possible. I know it. I am certain, and it's an exciting process, a process of growth, a process of giving and serving, a process of expansion, and I know that God supports me the whole way. God's peace is my peace, God's strength is my strength, and I'm moving forward, successfully moving forward, and clients are taking an extra interest in my ideas, and better creative ideas are flowing through me now to generate more income. Something like that, okay? So you generated the positive, and then then you do that until it feels right, okay? And then you kind of release that. So that is for that situation. Now, this is how you go into it and make it a real process, not just like, again, willy-nilly prayer. Then you see that, okay, yeah, now it totally feels possible, and believe it or not, you can totally reverse that stuff, boom, on the spot. This is stuff people don't think is possible, but it is. So now you feel like, yeah, okay, yeah, it totally feels possible, but now I have something that is even more of a block. This is even stressing me out even more than the other thing, because you got to look at the layers. See, this is where it becomes like an advanced spiritual practice, so to speak. Okay, thorough. Maybe thorough is a better word. Okay, is that you look at the layers. So now you think of that, and this will hold you back if you don't clear out all the layers. Now you think of the business, successful business, and now what comes up is, I believe it's possible, but now that I know it's possible, I'm like tensing up, because I know that there's all these extra responsibilities. All these extra responsibilities that come with earning 25% more, and that's freaking me out right now. Okay, so you see what happens? So now you got to work on that. You got to treat that. Pray on that. Pray about that. So here we go. So then you go back and you just do step 1 again. So it just, you've already got the flow going, so it shouldn't take very long. So I know that that the one life supports me, and I release all the fear of the overwhelm around all this extra business, the fear of the pressure, the fear that I won't be able to handle all the extra work involved, and that I'll be overwhelmed and stressed out. I release that fear of being overwhelmed and stressed out. I just command that fear to be released from me. And now here's a denial. Because I know that with God, God is strength. The infinite strength of God is the strength that supports me. So God is the strength in which I trust, and that strength is my strength. God's peace is my peace. God's ability to handle anything that arises is there within me as a possibility. So whatever happens, I know that I have to be able to handle it, because that is the only thing that's really true. So the limitations are false. So you see, that I was just denying all that and just being kind of thorough. So now it's like in my mind, I think, oh yeah, I'm even just doing this right now, you can feel better from it, because now you've seen that there's like it's just false, right? That you can't handle it. So now you go into the step 3, and then you go more deeply into really affirming that. So and I kind of jumped a little bit into step 3 with the other thing. I did a little bit too much of the step 3. It probably wasn't the best example of a denial, just so I'm clarifying that so that anybody watching this doesn't get lost. So step 3 is now really going into the affirming all the way. I am able to handle anything that comes my way because I know that I'm supported by God. I am always, peace is always available to me. Strength is always available to me. Ideas are always available to me. The ability to connect with people with a sense of oneness is always available to me. So I know that I'm always spreading peace, and I'm always spreading love, and I'm always spreading connection, and I walk through life from a state of oneness, knowing that I'm connected to my customers and coworkers and anybody that I deal with. I know that I'm always in a state of oneness with them because that's the truth. So I am calm and I'm serene all day long. I'm strong all day long. Okay, so now those are like affirmations and declarations of peace. So now let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you know, it feels fine now. Okay, and you could do it layer after layer. I mean, I could have gone through like other things. Then let's say it's like the next thing that comes up is, well, I'll do one more. You know, I mean, the next thing that comes up is that you now think that your product is gonna fail. You know, you may put stuff out there, but it's gonna be poor quality. Okay, it won't have the quality that, you know, is needed to succeed. So then again, you connect, you release that. I release those thoughts that the quality is not going to be good. I release all that doubt around that, all the fear, all the doubt that the quality is not going to be good. I release it, and I know that it cannot be possible, that I can't eventually come up with something because God's infinite intelligence supports me. And so that's step 2, right? I released it. Denials. Step 3 is then I know that I'm creating, you know, brilliant ideas that, you know, are selling and things with products that help people. So then now it's that, okay? And you do that with everything, layer by layer by layer, and that makes it thorough. That makes it powerful. So, you know, we can just go on and on with so many different problems or issues that we have or challenges, but it's a great process. This is where the bulk of transformation is. Let's say a person has like a health problem. Let's say, you know, it happens to be, I don't know, somebody who has like, if a person has low energy or something like that. So they can go in and start off with something basic. You know, so sometimes physical ailments have nothing to do with just the obvious. So it could be, you know, you could start off at first, it kind of makes sense to first start off with the obvious stuff. So you look at that, you see, okay, you know, I have a fatigue thing, so you connect with that presence. Okay, so the presence is within me. I know that God's presence supports me. And then you go to step 2. So then you feel that fatigue, and then you just say something like, and I release this fatigue into the universe, knowing that God's you know, presence is here with me. So it cannot be true that my body is constantly a body of low energy, a body of low vitality. I know that cannot be true, that that's going to be the way my body will stay. So you did a kind of denial, and you've kind of released it. And then you go to step 3. So you think of vitality, energy, a strong body, a body of radiance, right? So God's presence is radiating in all the cells of my body. God's vitality is within me from head to toe. God's energy, the energy that creates universes, is my energy. That's the energy that fills my entire being. That's the energy that keeps me alive, keeps my thoughts sharp, keeps me flowing. The life, the one life that creates all the manifest world is my life and is flowing through me right now. So I am full of energy. I am full of vitality. I know that God's energy and vitality supports me all day long. You see? So now that's one. And then you keep looking. Let's say this, you know, particular person with that could just find areas where they feel stress or low energy or something that doesn't have to do with movement and growth and purpose and things like that. Probably are very linked to low energy, because there's like maybe feel like a certain deadness of the soul is one thing that could be linked with with low energy, a certain being dead to your soul or something, you know, where you don't feel you're aligned with the one life. So that's it for this video. Let me just make sure. Yes, that's it for this video. So I will be wrapping it up, but you apply these techniques and there's, you know, no limit to the changes this can make.